Hey guys, it's Major Betz coming to you today with this week's tips about debt is the enemy and scholarships are your friend. Debt is the enemy and scholarships are your friend. When I was in the military, I knew who the enemy was and we would fight him. You put an enemy in front of me and we will defeat them every time if I know who I'm fighting. Today though, I took my uniform off some years ago and today the enemy is debt. When I start looking at what our kids are going through, it is destroying our kids. It is impacting their life in ways that I can't even begin to describe to you. And so it's just pure evil when I look at debt. When I look at what our kids are graduating and they're so far in debt that their lifestyle is affected for years and years to come, it's something that I think we can avoid. I think we need to first know who the enemy is and know who we're fighting when we talk about debt. They talk about neither a borrower or a lender be. I keep hearing that all the time. Now, some things for a house and maybe even a car you have to borrow. But guys, when I start thinking about the impact of debt on our kids and how they're out there thinking that that's the way it's supposed to be, we have done such a poor job as parents in this country when we put that out there where it's okay to go borrow $10,000, $20,000 for this, $30,000 for this, and so forth. And now they owe, it's off to work they go. And we've got to help our teens to fight that. And so we're in a war. And debt is the enemy. And if you've got a war going on, in order to win that war, you have to have the tools or the weapons necessary to defeat debt, to defeat that apathetic thing that's going on out there. And the first is information. That's your tool. That's your weapon. You've got to know the impact of debt on your lifestyle. You got to know the impact of interest on your life. And so debt is the enemy. Scholarships is your friend. Scholarship is your ally. Scholarships is going to help you defeat debt because you're going to have scholarships. You got to go out and apply for them and win those scholarships so you can avoid paying that debt. Scholarships can fund your education. Scholarships are free. Now, it's free, but you got to put in the work for it. You got to do the work necessary to get it. But once you get that money, you can then fight the enemy called debt. Because in the war, when you get to the point where somebody captures you, and you're part of the enemy now owns you, now they own everything about you. With debt, it's the same way. They own you if you graduate and you owe $100,000, $200,000, $300,000. I've been talking to doctors and lawyers this week who still are paying on loans that they got in college years and years ago. And that just, it's tough. They make a lot of money, but they still owe. And for a lot of you guys who aren't going to make a lot of money, you're going to graduate and you won't have that money to pay back the debt in a timely manner. And by the time you pay it back, you pay 2, 3, and 4 times what you borrowed. So today it stops. Today it stops and you say, debt will not defeat me. Debt will not win this war. So let's go get scholarships. Let's fight the enemy. Let's stop the enemy from controlling us and our kids by making sure they know how to get scholarships, but making sure that they have the right mentorship. At the Scholarship Leadership Institute, we teach kids how to avoid that debt. We teach kids how to defeat that enemy called debt. And so here at Major Betz TV, I want you to keep plugging in. I want you to go to my website, www.majorbetz.com, and register. Get your free gift, but more importantly, keep getting that information that's going to help you equip your kids so they don't make the same mistakes that we made before. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. And that's what's happening with so many of you out there. Stop letting your kids follow the same mistakes that other kids have done by teaching them what to do so they don't have to go into debt when they graduate from college. Anyway, we're signing out. Take care. God bless. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.